Hi, welcome to the Count to 10 podcast. I believe this is episode 8. Really am enjoying doing this and kind of reaching out to people and giving people ideas. We're all heading on break as teachers, so we're pretty excited. Today was one of those last crazy days in school. That's always fun and exciting, but pretty exhausting. And I just appreciate all the teachers I work with. I just see them tirelessly smiling and having a great time over and over and over again, and keeping things light and enjoyable. So it was awesome, and great food. You can always count on good food in school workrooms during the holidays, for sure. I thought I would just give you something really quick today that I thought would be a good tool while we're on break or over the holidays when you find a moment to yourself. I think reflection is a huge thing when it comes to growing as a person and kind of beginning to understand who you are and what you want to be in the world and how you want to get there. And reflection is the way to do that. And I have an instructional coach that I talk to on a regular basis, probably monthly here or there, if I can, who coaches me through my thinking and my jobs and my life and all kinds of stuff. And she does a phenomenal job with it. But it's the reflective aspect of that I really like the most, because it helps me move forward. So what I thought would be a good tool, and I thought I had this idea of, we all have New Year's resolutions and we know that they don't stick very well, but I thought maybe if we did something like more permanent and physical, it might have a bigger impact. So I thought over the holiday breaks, I'm gonna do this, and I suggest maybe give it a try, see what you think. And if you do, tell me, please. I'll give you my email at the end. But get a piece of paper and do what I've heard people call a mind dump, and just reflect on all the things that took place this year in 2021. Write them all down. Don't judge them, don't think about them, don't do anything. Just write them all down, list them all out as much as you can, all over the piece of paper or pieces of paper. And once you give yourself a good 5 minutes of doing that, maybe that's a long time, I don't know. Go back and start sorting, like tearing them into strips or tearing them into like squares if you wrote differently, and start sorting them into like things you'd want to keep and think about and reflect on, or things that you wouldn't. So push the ones you wouldn't want to out of the way, good, bad, or otherwise, and keep the ones you think are good things to reflect on. Then I would turn and look at those things and say, what are these things that I want to reflect on, and why are these so important to me, and which ones should I make a priority because I can't do all of them, or I can't reflect on all this stuff right now. What's a good one to reflect on? So you sort through them all. And of course, what you're doing is you're kind of reviewing your life this past year when you're going through the things you're deciding whether they're good or bad. You're thinking about them, and you are kind of reflecting on them. So what you're really doing is you're kind of tricking your brain a little bit into sorting out the things that really matter and don't matter, or the things that you can accept and things you think you might want to work on. So I thought that would be kind of a cool tool to try. And then at the end, when you come down to 4 or 5 things that are awesome that you really think are great things to reflect on, give them their due, as you have everything up to this point, right? You've given everything a little bit of time of reflection, whether it's a deciding thing, good or bad. And then take the whole mess and wad it up and throw it in the fireplace, or I don't know, put it in your grill, or if you have a fire pit out in the backyard and it's not buried in snow, because we don't have snow yet here. So crumple it up, throw it out there, and light it up so that you just get rid of all this stuff. You can just really start new. And some of those cleansing things are awesome. People do polar plunges on days that are significant to them, because it's just this shocking, dramatic change in what they do every day. So find something different to do to reflect on how this year was for you, and the endless possibilities that 2022 offer us. It really depends on what we decide to focus on, if we're going to make it a great year or not, I guess. So keep yourself on the positive. Try to find the good that's happening in the world. I always say the easiest way to do that is look at the good and the people around you that are a reflection of you. Your teammates, your kids, your spouse. All those people are good reflections of who you are. So you can take reassurance when you look at somebody and they love you and you care about you, then you're being loved and cared about, man. That's awesome. And it's good to recognize those things. We just get lost, really get lost in the busyness and the noise of every day. So let me know if you like that tool. It kind of came to me today on the spur of the moment, because I was really thinking about what I was going to do to have some traditional kind of thing to walk through to show change, instead of it just bleeding into another day or a new year. So I thought this would be kind of a cool thing to try. Let me know if you do it, and let me know what you think about it. My email is Simon, SYMON, Sanborn, SANBORN, @gmail.com. And that's pretty much the only way I communicate on this podcast. I've gotten some emails here and there, and that was awesome. So just keep emailing me because I don't really worry about comments and things like that. So if people want to have intentional kind of direct conversations about things, I'm all in. So just email me directly and I'll be happy to help out with whatever you need. Coaching, getting your head wrapped around some behaviors, some classroom management tools. I love walking through those kind of things with people because we all have it inside of us how to solve these problems, and I love it when that takes place, and I love being a part of something like that. So have an awesome holiday. Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful new year, and I will see you in 2022.